right, we think we figured it out. He's not on the same server as I am. He was on North America East 1, and I'm on North America East 3. So again, I'm pretty sure you have to be on the same one. So we'll try this out.
So maybe that's the last time you played on 1.
Yes, that would make sense. Because I'm playing on, this is a new one they added, because like 1 had like filled up. Because I was like, there was only like 1 North America East server. Because that was so long ago when the game came out. I was looking through the leaderboards here, and a couple things that were interesting was, okay, top 50% of this, but for the approval ratings, my other single player map has got an 87%, so that's in the top 25% of all maps, which are kind of cool. And then Happy Valley, my Happy Valley town is...
You called one Happy Valley?
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I have State College and then I have Bollesburg.
Yeah, I have a Happy Valley one, and then you have to see my Animal Crossing town. Guess what the name of my Animal Crossing New Leaf town is?
Nittanyville?
No, it's just Nittany.
Nittany.
The flag I designed with the patterns in the game. I made the little like the cool logo with the face that I wanted to use on the EM logo that you didn't like, the old one. I have that as the flag, and I have a whole room in my house where I put the pattern on the furniture. So every piece of furniture, the couch and the bed has got the Nittany lion pattern on it. All right, are you on? Did you load up this time?
No, I chose the wrong one, so I'm quitting it again.
All right, well let me load up again. Let me load it up one more time. See if this works. All right, told me you're online.
I chose West 3, so now I'm going back to select again.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Okay, so this is the issue. It doesn't show up. Or no, it does. Okay, it does. That scared me for a second. I didn't look hard enough last time. East 3. I will not change that anymore. Yeah, when I first saw that you were online last online March 8th, I knew something was wrong. When I looked the other day.
Yeah, that's probably March 8th last year.
Oh, yeah, it is, I think. So it says you're online. Yes.
Okay. Let me try doing this again here. There we go. Now you're there. So now you see if you're in the same server region. There we go. I had a noob problem there. I can do that. I can send an invite. Okay, one invite sent, and you should now be on the main map.
Yeah,
the main screen.
Edgewater?
Yes. That's the name of the region.
So Rico Harbor and something else?
And Hakatate, yeah. From Super Mario Sunshine and Pikmin. No, it was not the work of an arson. The flurry of recent fires was thanks to the fireworks show that malfunctioned and burned half the town. But you should be able to join that town that I invited you to. Lapsang Landing, I think is the default name of it. So let's go back. What we were doing before we had this happen was we need to upgrade these roads so that we can get higher density things to develop here. So we're going to make these high density streets. So these labs here can really build up. There we go. This should help. I'm just gonna do these couple right here. That look like they might be able to upgrade. But it looks like stuff finally stopped burning, I think. And I didn't get the money. I think I failed. My fire department is obviously not very adequate. Alright, did you load up? Did you get in?
I'm in Hokotete.
Okay, so you're in my town. You need to go join. Pick one of the towns to join.
Okay.
Because that's Hakate's the town I'm in right now, but you shouldn't be able to do anything
Yeah, it said I
because
was visiting.
yeah. Why does everybody want me to do tourism? I don't want Eiffel Towers. I don't want tourism in this town. This town is literally just for you to go to school and then work at my really wealthy factory so that all the rich people in the tourism town can have a good life. Because they don't want to go to school and work in a factory. My research is almost at 50%. And I'm almost ready to upgrade my university to level 3 because I almost got 2,000 students enrolled.
I chose Su Chong Summit.
Okay, well, is that connected to?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's right.
yes, that is. I see. Oh, there you go. It just said you claimed it. You need money. I can send you money.
So now I look at what my land has the most of, and I probably take advantage of that.
Yes. Um, that's what I did in my first. I think I had like my first whole 2 videos. I didn't actually build anything because I was just prospecting. Like my biggest problem I have when I build any of my towns is we'll go ahead and load up my other town now. The biggest problem I have is I'll build the town and then the town gets to a certain point where it needs a new layout. Like the original layout and the original setup I have just won't work. It works for the small town, but not for the big city. So I either have to just deal with it and make it kind of crappy and can never really get there, or I have to demolish everything and start over.
So is it true that every town needs all three types of zoning to be successful? Because I was under the impression that you could focus on one thing as long as there were other towns that had other things. Like
Yeah, see, that's a yes and no answer.
like
This
commuting.
this is what I've talked about a lot in a couple of my videos. My biggest complaint about playing this, and that's I think my viewers can contest to that, is they made this game where the towns are very small. They're very, very small towns to work in compared to the past games like SimCity 4. You can't build a town that does everything in one of these little boxes.
Yeah.
So you have to have friends that play in other towns in the region with each town specializing in something. That's what they wanted you to do, to focus on. I have tried to do that, but I have not been able to be successful. The the towns trade and interact with each other commuting, but it's not at the scale that lets it work. Like my second town here, when I deleted all of the industry because I have another town over there that's got more than enough industry to supply the region, I removed the industry from the town and the complete economy, everything collapsed. Like everything went to shit in the town as soon as I removed the industry. And now this town just complains and is having problems because it doesn't have enough industry in the town, even though the town right next to it that everybody's flying to and driving to and boating to has so much industry. So I don't think it's calculated quite right.
So I can buy power and water from you right now, so I don't have to build.
Yes, you probably could. I don't know how much extra power I'm supplying because I'm trying to have all the power made in my industry town so that town can get all polluted and crap, and my nice tourism town doesn't have power. But I haven't been able to get it where this town is completely off its own
There's
grid. But
yeah, there's plenty of there's 27 megawatts available.
so that I mean, if you want to buy some, that's sure you'll be paying me, which I'm fine with. But here, the person's doing a little tutorial here. A neighbor, I did this before. I think I showed you guys gifting cities. I was gifting money between my 2 cities, but it's telling me that a neighboring city is running low on cash. I wonder who that is, Tyler. You can send me stuff just like anything, but you can go down here to gifts, and I can gift you coal if I wanted to, metal, oil. I can give you raw ore or crude oil if you needed some. If you wanted to start processing the oil that I have, because I don't process it, I just get rid of it. But you can just do money here. And if I go and rotate to your town, and then I can select how much I want to give you. So
I
there are
have
many
some.
types of resources that you can gift. And then I can just click plus sign. $10K, send gift. Wonderful, your money is on its way, but it may take a few minutes for it to arrive at your neighboring city. Good luck, Mayor. So I should have just sent you 10,000. And it should notify you. Um, but you see down here on the left, now that he has his town, you see there's Hokate, but then there's also his town, and it'll give me, if I click on it, it goes to it, and it'll give me like details. You can see it's got like a red ring. It had a red ring around it because he was having problems with money, but it looks like he's doing a bit better now because I just gave him a little bit. The second thing is up here in this top left-hand corner. Here's the chat feed. So I can technically, it tells you the basic information. So I can see like, hi, Tyler. And he should get that notification. Um, just so you know, Tyler,
Yeah.
I have all of the additions to the town hall and city hall built. So you should have access to like all of the high level stuff of anything that you'd like. So you can really make your town focus on anything, but just know that I have my one town which I've tried to make with a high focus on tourism. And I'm trying to make it like the wealthy town. Then I have one town that's got the university and is focusing on high-tech industry. So you can focus on really anything you want, but those are the two towns I have in the region that are focused right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and power this one back up. I think I'm going to power my amusement park back up. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if this can start working again. And we're going to schedule a motocross event tonight. But we're getting some of these towers building again because we had quite the incident last time. But okay, see right here. I bet you it's going to tell me we need industry. Oh no, actually kind of tell me you need residential. Somebody told me in the comments that after we had the zombie invasion, I was having a really, really tough time finding... Oh, too much crime. I was having a really hard time finding these buildings, but they told me... They told me if I did something... Oh, here, if you click this thing here, it'll tell you, it'll basically take you to the location that has the rubble. So because I spent so much time looking for it, but you can just click this and it's like, oh, there it is. So we'll get rid of those because they'll need some more development here. I'm very tempted just to completely wipe these towns. My biggest problem, you need to watch out when you lay the roads.
You start out with the big ones.
No, you don't necessarily need the avenues. In SimCity 4, I would always use the avenues because I always had the problem where the basic roads would not have enough traffic when I would get the skyscrapers, and I have to put those in, and then I'd destroy the skyscrapers, and it would take forever to get them back. But that is different in this game because they have higher density roads than like what we're considering the last one. There's more variations. But when you lay out the roads, you see those white dotted lines.
Yeah.
If you build on those, it marks it perfect because, for instance, I did like the curved roads, but I didn't follow those dotted lines exactly. So I have like this awkward space where there's houses that fit on one side of the road, but there's not enough gap on the other for houses to fit on the other side of the road. So I just have this like long strip where nothing can build because it's not big enough. So it's
Yeah, the
just a
white
big
lines
waste of
are,
land.
I guess they're helpful.
Yeah. If you try and click to them if you can, because it's the perfect block size if you're just making square towns with the city blocks. It lines it up basically perfect so that there won't be any wasted land in that. You can see these interesting clusters of houses developing here. They look like olden day Germany or parts of Europe. That's because of I believe we built the German gate, Brandenburg Gate. But you can see that they're starting to develop them because all the way up here, I think this is where the gate is. So I'm surprised these aren't changing yet. All right, the amusement park is back in business and it's finally making profit again, which is good. And it appears we do have a crime problem in the town, so I might have to build a new station here. Worker shortage. We got to build more housing. So hard to build housing though. I don't have any more room for housing. I literally don't have more room for it. Let me build. Let's build some more police here. We might have to build a police precinct.
The last city I was in, I built a police precinct, and I had a helicopter and police cars, and it was so expensive to run.
Yes, very expensive.
I
I
just
agree.
closed it for a couple months.
Yeah, that might cause some problems. Yeah, I have over $1 million in this town. When you have tourism and gambling can make you a lot of money very quickly. Um, they really allow a lot of money pretty quickly, but they do degrade the town, and they're very hit and miss of when you're actually able to get money from that and when you're not. I see I've got these awkward areas here where I can't build. We need a crime over here, so I'm actually going to probably build this. We'll build it right there. All right, we need another one of those. Let me see if our guy is still making. Okay, we got to get 500 of those points before we can have him do more stuff for us. But let's see. This is having an event. Oh, perfect. Beautiful payout. Max payout, $84,000 from that event. It's going to be fantastic. Amusement park's making $20,000 today. And then how much did the gate make? Oh, wow. 66,000. A lot of people visited that. Because, I mean, the only thing that I'm missing is an airport in this town. I've got the ferry terminal bringing in people. I have the road, the airship hangar, the hot air balloons. I have the bus, the double-decker buses. Murderer on the loose! Hard questions for Rico Harbor Police. Why are criminals allowed to flourish? I didn't realize it was so bad in town.
What kind of stuff do you use to power your towns? Coal or?
Um, most of the towns I use wind. I always pick a town that has a lot of wind because it's clean, but then it takes up a lot of space. So for the amount of space I had for the wind, I cut that in half and built a big solar power plant to cover the little bit of the power that I can't get. But the other town that's basically generating enough power for 2 towns, that's on coal. That's running on coal, and it's sending the coal power to me. That can just pollute quickly. That's why I have the university doing research to make much more high-powered compact solar units, and then eventually after that I'm going to have them make the clean coal power generators. Wow, this city is really built up. But I need to make... Crime has the upper hand. Look how many police cars, though. I don't understand why. I gotta build, I guess, more police flags and signs. And then add more squad cars. I mean, it is probably like it's close to being like one of the most expensive things. The police, like 225 an hour for just a new squad car for patrol. It doesn't help that I have so many dang taxis now. Look at all those taxis. That is absurd. Ooh, and an XXX bar has just opened. Look at all of those taxis. Holy crap. That's why the cop can't get anywhere. It's traffic jam. How is... The other thing, that they have the approval rating stuff, and it's literally impossible for me to get an approval rating that's anything decent for industry because I don't have any industry in the town. Taxes are too high. What are my taxes at? They are at 11%. I need them, though. I need them there right now. All right. What else does it want us to build? An Eiffel Tower and Big Ben. We could build one of those real fast. Okay, we've got backed out pipes at the sewage treatment plant. I need to add one of these. But I can't. There's no more space for me to add them. I'm not going to sell my extra capacity. It's overflowing. What is this right here? Oh my gosh, that's got 20 tons of ore in it. I wonder if I really need to delete this solar power plant. It's taking up too much space. The garbage building, I'm very surprised it doesn't have the option to burn garbage for power. I remember in SimCity 4 when you build the incinerator, it would generate a little bit of power. This literally just burns it for no reason. So it's just sitting there being lame. Okay, we're gonna delete. We're gonna delete that and see if that'll be enough. Ah, I can't add one there. Well, maybe if we move that. Oh, that's why. That's why my ore is not doing anything. I always forget. You guys have to remember that when you're using the trade depots, that you go in and when you have something there, you select that you want to export it. Because otherwise, by default, it's set to use locally in your town, but this town doesn't have any industry in it, right? I don't have any place to process it, so I need to export this so my other town will purchase it, because that's literally just been sitting in there, doing nothing. That's why it was full. See, it looks like it's fine. Oh well, it can process it. We'll get rid of this. There's 3 things I want to get rid of in town: the solar power plant, the oil mining fields, and the ore plant we have. Let me check on. Whoops. Let me check on how the levels are doing here. I want to see if there's like a lot of left still on the ground or what. Okay, there's still a ton of oil. Ore is on the decrease though, and of course, where there's a lot of ore, I've got skyscrapers right now, and we won't mine it this time. But does your town has some ore in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I put an ore mine and a coal mine right over the richest area.
Okay. You'll probably have to take over the production of that. My other town produces coal, but as far as oil and ore goes, it's a big chunk of my town. I was using it to make money at the start, but now I'm making 100,000 like a show. Now I'm just making like 15,000 like a day out of this, so it's not as impressive. So I'm probably going to actually delete those in the near future. So if you want to take over processing some raw materials, my other town will buy them from you for quite a bit.
Yeah, I have coal and ore. I'll take care of that.
Okay, because my other town I know will buy that because it's going to be processing stuff soon. Let's see. Look at that. It sold all 20 tons, so I just made a bunch of money off of that. I bet I did. Let's look. Yeah, just sold. Oh, yeah, look at how much we sold. 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. Let me check the other one. I think I've got another one in town. Don't I? Maybe? My crude oil isn't doing as good of a job. But, oh well. Yeah, let's... Okay, that's making 73 tons a day. And then this one's doing 5,000 barrels. It says there's a 4-month supply under the crude oil building, and then this has a 12-month supply under that. So... Okay, well, I'm about wrapping up what I'm doing here in my town for this episode. This episode's going to be a little bit longer. We haven't had one in a while. What I'm going to do next time is I'm going to get rid of these things and the power plant here and replace them with more buildings for people. We're going to see how that goes to get some more people in here for right now. And of course they're complaining about education, but go to the other town for an education. That's the thing. It's like I built the other town for you to go get an education, so you have the ability to go there. I know there's plenty of open classrooms there, so then the game decreases the level of like what's happening in my town for doing that. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like this is something where the other town, it should be recognizing that the other town focuses on that, but it doesn't. It just complains in this town. But I'm glad to see the amusement park is doing well again, which is good. I closed that because I was losing money on it terribly. All right. Anyways, so just like I hop between these two towns and can actually do stuff, we can go hop over and visit Tyler's town. I have 28 police cars in my town. 28! And I still have terrible crime. It's because the traffic is so bad. But I need to get a detective car, the crime prevention van. That's probably more what I need, in the police helicopter. I don't have any of the upgrades to that. See, what I had envisioned with these when I tried it with my friends, but again, it did not work at all, was I was like, one of my friends, and we all did this, we'll have one person that specializes on police. So they have like completely maxed out police precincts, like a half dozen within their town, and then they send police cars, police helicopters to each town to work. And then one town focuses nothing on fire, one town focuses nothing on health. We tried that, but it doesn't work because the cars, it just didn't work. You had to have it. Your town has to have the police cars, so it's lame. It's lame. All right, let's go hop on to. Ooh, someone tweeted me. Who just tweeted me? Oh, it's JFGS Jeff. Oh, look at your town. It's cute. You've got the main street and the trailer park. Except for you put polluting factories right next to the housing.
I know. I put them right on top of the best resources.
Oh, no, these aren't. These can't get the resources.
What can't?
Okay, I see. You put the ore mine itself on top of the resources, but as far as the factories go,
Yeah, I
those
know.
those don't have anything to do with the resources underneath of them.
I
You
just
can
wanted to bunch all the garbage in one area.
Yeah, that's usually the way that works, but those houses won't ever want to get any better, at least those first couple, other than that. So you'll want to do, because the way it's kind of intended and they do is you have a commercial zone, that's the buffer zone. You put the commercial between the industry and the residential, which is unfortunate, but I like the little secondary main street you're making here with the commercial stuff. Oh, and you built the train station already. Cool. You should build a random extension off that railroad crossing for no reason and just have a bunch of street crossings so the gates go down when the train comes by. It's not as cool as SimCity's 4 though. So as you guys can see, I can just visit. It says that I'm visiting the town. So I can't do anything, but I see all the messages he does about what's happening in his town. So like right now I can see that there's something flashing about him about the gambling house and trading, and that his approval rating is 59% right now. But you should be able to see live time. Maybe a couple minutes behind. I've noticed it can be a few minutes behind. There's his ore mine, his industry all up here, and then he's got a coal mine, a bunch of factories for lease. So there's that. It said you had access to water on this one, but I don't see where. It lied. You don't have access to water. Not to the main ocean. And you can't terraform land that I'm aware of like you can in SimCity 4, where you could build whole mountains if you wanted to. But very, very cool view. You can see my city off in the distance. Alright. So, exiting that and going back to my town, you can see that Tyler, he can keep playing even though I'm not here. He can interact with my town. He can buy power from my town. He can pay me for more power and sewage. He can do all of that while I'm not here. And then when I get on, those things will just take effect. It won't have any negative impacts on my town per se, because I won't be here to fix it if something happens. But that's basically the gist of it. So next time we'll build another amusement park thing here. I will take out some of this leftover industry in the town and take out that, because now we have somebody else that's supplying it. But I'm going to run because I'm going to go watch the premiere of 24. I'm going to see how bad it is. I'm very concerned that it's going to be very terrible, but I'm going to watch it nonetheless. So this is a little bit different, but thank you guys for watching. So Tyler, say bye.
Bye. Hopefully I'll be back.
Yeah, he should be back, because it's fun to have somebody else working on this too. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.